Alright, welcome back everybody to PSGL. My name is Copton and today, 6th round of this F12 season. We are in France at the Paul Ricard circuit. And yes, sunny day. Should remain like this for the entire session, otherwise it would be very weird. But yeah, no cars on the track yet. Went live quite early for once. So I'm just gonna give the stream link in the F12 chat. And I think we've got a car on the track. There we go. Or was it just me? No, there's a house on the track. That's probably Infinite. Often the first one to go on the track. Oh, and apparently it's a wet race. But why would you tell me? Why would you tell me? I don't want to know this stuff. Ruins every bit of fun and every bit of surprise I've got. But yes, apparently wet race. So I guess everybody's gonna qualify on softs, which should be the case anyway, really. But I guess now there's literally no excuse for. What did I want to say? I started to read something. I completely forgot. Okay. Yeah. So. In before Infinite finishes his third lap, we've passed the halfway mark for this season, so might want to have a look at the standings right now. There we go. So it's Matsiak leading in front of Tech. He's got a 12 points lead, and then we've got Darnell, who is 26 points behind Matsiak. So that's the top three, and then we have Tasmay Salad, 26 points as well behind Matsiak, and then we still have Ali, who got promoted, but yeah, we will see. So Infinite on his first lap. I think we've got the rev glitch. No, that's on the car head. Never mind. So into that twisty section, quite difficult to get right. He doesn't run right on exit, which is prohibited by the way. Yeah, James, it's a wet race, apparently. Hi, Spag. No, I don't have a Flemish accent. What are you on about? I'm not even Flemish. I don't even speak Dutch. And you didn't even spell my name correctly, somehow. Anyway, into the very long turn 11, I think, or is it 12? I actually don't know. I posted a briefing yesterday, but I really don't know the corner numbers and stuff. Yeah, I think it was 11. Actually, I think it was 11. So into that final section, carrying as much speed as he can into the final corner. Focus on exit. Across the line is gonna go. His first lap. It's gonna be 1:29 dead. Not too bad, I guess, for the first lap. I don't really know what to expect from those drivers. I would say a pole time around the 27.9, I guess, 27.8. Not entirely sure, to be honest, but yeah, we will see. Sabeti going for his first lap. We've got a Red Bull. It's probably Tomo. Yep, there's an AlphaTauri before that, but not on the lap. So Tomo across the line. Then in the Red Bull, will he go in P1? Yes, he will go in P1. 28.6. I don't have the notification box at the bottom of the screen. There we go. Well, it's probably bugged once again, so not sure what I'm gonna be able to do. Diane Newell, then Oknul, I don't really know. A 30.4, not the fastest first lap I've ever seen, but that's on mediums. So yeah, quite hard. Yellow flags. missed Mike's about to cross the line. Goes P2 at 28.8. Second driver to go in the 28. We've got Hype starting lap. Then Tank, I think. Yeah, Tank. I don't think he's going to go P1 with this. No, he goes P2. 2 tenths behind Tomo. Solid first lap by Tomo, but we'll probably find some more time. MCFC has crossed the line and went P6. And we've got Sabetti cross the line and using P5 at 29.7. Too bad. Abimo 30.4. Then let's see the T. No, yeah, it is T. Cross the line he goes, and he goes P5 at 29.2, not too bad. But it's time to find Infinite teammate Spud starting a lap. We've got a Racing Point, that's probably Dion, not going on another lap, no, he's fitting. Then we've got RP, McLaren. First lap, that should be 1:30. Oh no, close enough. 29.9. P7 right now. Hype Cyro, yellow flags again, but Hype pits. Oh, we got Mercedes. I think that no, that's not AV mode. That's estimate. That's Milan. Let's see what we'll be able to do. It was P6. A bit faster than Zabetti, but half a second off T, really. Bavarile, look, in P8, which is P9 now. Drumpy takes P8. And Maciek has retired from the session. I am not quite sure what happened, but he's probably retired on the pits. Oh yeah, he had a quali ban, so that's why he had a quali ban. So the championship leader gonna start from last. Alfie's also got a quali ban, so those guys will start from the two lowest starting positions. The second McLaren on track. Oh, that's still Alfie. Never mind. Anyone who's cross the line? Yeah, we've got Mercedes, Milan, but he's not on the lap. Spot might be, yeah, he's 7/10 up, so he's clearly on the lap. We go on board into that tricky section. He's running already quite low on ERS. Maybe, yeah, that has to be his second lap, 6/10 up. He's lost a bit of time in that middle sector. Very long right-hander. Need to carry as much speed as you can, but to have a good exit as well for that mini straight, I guess. Late apex for that corner. And then here, very tricky corner once again. That leads to that very slow last corner. Tricky exit, I reckon. Doors open, and then up to the line. He's gonna go in P9, 29.8. Not extremely quick, but that's his first lap, I think. So yeah, he will probably find some more time later on. But I think Infinite's back on the lap. Where is the Infinite? Yeah, but unvalidated. So. Ahead of him he's got Williams, but not on the lap. We're trying to get someone who's pushing right now. I think there's only Dino right now in the Alpha, but as I say that he's letting other cars through. So clearly not on a push lap. So I guess we're just gonna go with Mike. I guess no, that's not Mike. Sabetti then, but lap is still invalid. Or maybe something validated just... No, Infinite, not quite sure what happened there as well, but... It's AB Mo. He's on that, yeah, he is. Even though he's got Mike behind him, so... Also on the lap. And I think Mike's gonna catch him up. He might overtake him, actually, we'll see. Goes quite deep. That could be, yeah, that's gonna be an elevation. So, oh, he's giving him a tow actually. But no, he's not really giving him a tow. I'm not sure what happens there, but he's probably letting him through. Yeah, he is. So he's giving him a tow then. Very nice of him, but not really, not really allowed, you know. Mike, looking like a quite good lap so far. He's probably gained a bit of time from that tow, but yeah, the slip swim isn't very powerful that game, so he hasn't gained half a second or anything close to it. Yeah, so he runs out of ERS already, and goes across the line and goes in P1. At 28.5, that's quite slow compared to what I'm expecting, or to what I've predicted, rather. But yeah, we will see. We will see. We've got Dino. I think Dino's on that. Yep. And he goes in P7. He's improved with 29.4. So not too bad of a lap, clearly. Got RP at the end of his lap. Is he going to improve? Yes, he does improve by around 3 tenths. Goes in P9 at 29.662. We've got MCFC, but across the line. 1 second, 0.6 up, so that should be enough for a top 10 spot, and indeed it is. P8 for the Ferrari driver. We've got a Williams now. That's probably Sabetti. Was half a second up, and goes in P7 as well. 29.3, half a tenth in front of Dino. Not too bad for Sabetti, not too bad once again. So AB Mo does in the pits. I think we've got Waze on the lap. Across the line goes P8. So Sabetti in a bit of a racing point sandwich right now. Oh, what happened there? You're not allowed to do that, mate. Why are you? What is this? This is not an open lobby, huh? This is not an open lobby. What are you doing? And yeah, I didn't see, but oh my god, what's he up to? God's sake! All right, so P10 for Luke. Just missed this. But, yeah, this guy's getting. He's probably getting reported. So yeah, Infinite only now. Is anyone on the lap right now? I'm kind of lost now. It's probably a racing. No, there's no one on the lap. Oh, never mind. There's Infinite. Yeah, there's only Infinite right now. 2 seconds down. Oh, that was on his previous lap. Never mind. So yeah, it goes again. 4 tenths up already. That looking like a cracking lap. If he doesn't not all stick to 2 or 3 or end 3. not looking too bad for Infinite, you know. He's found some more time in Sector 2. No, he's lost a bit of time actually to his previous best. But can he gain it back in Sector 3? That's what we're gonna see now. Needs commitment into that right-hander. Goes quite deep, but that's a late apex, so it's fine. I don't think he quite clipped the apex, but yeah, I mean, those others are not gonna do the perfect lap, realistically. Looks like someone desnakes it from that final corner. What's it gonna be? And he goes in P4, or he stays in P4. I don't quite know. Yeah, I think he stays in P4. He did find time, but that wasn't enough to gain a place. So he stays in P4, but not too bad of a lap. He's lost 2/10 in that Sector 3, and yeah, I would say 500 in Sector 2. But is he going again? He looks to be, and that was purple Sector 1. So we'll stay on board and see if he can actually improve again. Maybe he needs to lap to get the zone and stuff. Oh, and that's too much good. That's invalid. So he's not gonna be happy with this. But yeah, Milan starting his lap. So there's only 1 minute remaining. So anyone that crosses the line now is for the final time, pretty much. So we're gonna go on board with Maiden, control Sito. Switch turn 1, brakes late, carries good speed. Turn 2, committed, doesn't run wide on exits. Turn 3, and it's in the pits. Good commitment. Very good commitment right now. Looks like a good lap. Not purple in Sector 1. He's found a bit of time, but that's very marginal. And that's here that you need a very good straight line speed. Here is open, obviously. Then you're gonna brake around the 150. Later than the 150 actually. Turn 7 or for turn 8. Then could exit from here once again. That's looking like a decent lap. Purple Sector 2. Into that flat out turn. I want to say turn 10. Carries good speed once again. He holds it in 5th gear. And late apex again. Here you can see cuts back to hit the apex nicely. Tomo P2 cannot beat Mike for pole position. Out of the final corner, Mike. A bit of a moment, bit of wheelie spin. And out of wheelie. Yeah, he does improve by a 10th. 28.445. Fastest lap of the session. But no, Tech beats him. Tech beats him. 2/10s. 2/10s quicker than Mike. 28.242. Not too bad. Not bad. We've got Hype Sarah, I think, about to cross the line. Currently down in P16 with a 30.1. Not great lap. No, he does not find any time. So he's gonna stay in that P16. Down in P8. We've got Dino. Does he? Goes P5. Dino. Good lap from Dino. 28.9. Not bad at all. We've got Spud, I think, or yes, Spud, but yeah, had to cross the line already. Waze, he's going to cutting a lot, looks like, and I think that's the end of quali. That should be enough quali. I don't know who we're waiting for. I think we're waiting for Joffin to retire in the pits. Yeah, you can see his car being pulled back into the pits, so that's why we are waiting. And yeah, Joffin no lap, so gonna start in between the two guys that had a quali ban. It's quite easy to invade it a lap around that track, but mean, you should be able to do at least one valid lap every time. Like, don't push to 100% on your first lap, so you've got at least a reference, and then you can restart attacking. But anyway, Tech takes pole, not for the first time, I think, this season. Then Mike, Tomo, Infinite Dino, Grumpy, so a good qualifying from those two drivers. Steve, Sabetti, Dion, Way, Spud, Barbarille, MCFC, Milam, RP, Hapsaro, Abimo, and then the three guys that did not set a lap time, Matsiek, Geofin, and it's our boy RFE. But obviously, Geofin was the only one that didn't have a quali ban. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Matsiek's able to do from the back of the grid. It's quite easy to overtake around that track, really, but yeah, it's a wet race. No surprise there. So yeah. So he's training pretty hard. So I'd say we're gonna start on wets, but we will see, I guess. But we've got the countdown already, so we will go in around 20 seconds. We will find out if the conditions are good enough for the inters, or if we will start on wet. But yeah, 27 laps of this track should take around 40 minutes. But we're in the wet, so I'd say 50 instead. We will see. So should be now, and looks like all drivers are on. Is Inters wet? Inters, alright. Inters, yeah, they're all on Inters. I don't think the game lets you choose, but it's pretty damn wet, so it's actually weird to see people starting on Inters when it actually looks like everybody should be on wet, you know. Yeah, I'm predicting carnage at turn 1. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so details, they're all on Inters, as you can see. Not much. I'm not gonna do. Spot has been disqualified already. Same for Luke. So that's P11 and P12 gone. But obviously, starting on P11 now doesn't give you any advantage on tires. So yeah. We'll see which driver is the best around France. So predict pit stop strategies. If the conditions stay like this, should be a one stop. I don't think the test can make it to the end. So yeah, it will be a one stop. It will be a one stop, unless we've got changing conditions. Then it could be a 10 stop. I don't know. See, but yeah, cars making it back to the grid. But yeah, can't really see anything. So. Cars are lining up then, and we should be racing in a couple seconds, I guess. Hopefully not a big pile into turn 1, but you know, in those conditions it might happen. You never know what's going to happen anyway in F12, so yeah, we will find out in around 45-50 minutes. Oh my god, that's very loud. So the lights are going on, and for some reason I can't see them. There we go. And drives through. Barbarelli already jump start. Very good start from Tank though. And I think he's already, yeah, he's comfortably in the lead. Very good start. Oh, there's people off the track. Carbon fiber flying already. Don't think we've got any spin yet. Everything might change. Oh my god, it's all happening. Oh, and there's a car round. That's smart. He's got wing damage, I believe. Yeah, he's got wing damage and he's already last. Grumpy is definitely not in P1. It's Tech leading the race right now for Tomo. So the things are going back. So Tomo leading then into that chicane from Tomo Infinite Waste. He's had a great start. I think he started from 9th, I think. And it's a bit of battling between Hypesaro and Sabeti. And Hypesaro is through, but it's Alfie trying to take the league admin. Oh, and I think Sabeti, I thought he was round, but never mind, he wasn't. I think Avimo is round though. He's already, yeah, you can see it. He's got no damage. And I think Alfie's crashed, so we might have a safety car. VSC actually, not a full safety car. So a chaotic start, but not as chaotic as I would have expected. So VSC then should be back racing soon. MyLab in the pits, drive through for Joe, driving, speeding in the VSC. So Tech fast lap, and he's got someone very close to him. That's Tomo, and there's already a 3 second gap behind those guys. So I'm expecting a straight fight for the win behind those two. Between those two, sorry. We will see who comes out on top. But yeah, so 3 people already in the pits. Barbarelli, Mylam and Mike, all for wing damage except for Luke. Want to service drive through for tramping the start, but yeah, I reckon overtaking will be quite difficult. As I think Joe's binned it. Yeah, he has. You can see on the minimap, he's round. So yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of action today because of that rain, but hopefully those drivers can prove me wrong. Any fighting going on? I don't think so. Yeah, the gaps are already pretty big, but I mean, in the rain, the skill gap is obviously much bigger, so yeah, it amplifies the skill gap. And fast lap for Infinite, but that's probably due to the VSC. So yeah, he's getting down for a second though, Infinite, so it actually might not be because of the VSC. I mean, he's on the pad, so he should be advantaged in those conditions. He's gonna get much better exits, and Joffin is in the pits, so probably for his drive through. But yeah, Infinite gaining time on those guys, and as I say this, he's losing a bit of time now. And Tomo, 1.7 seconds behind Tech. So Tech, yeah, he's probably feeling quite confident in those conditions. And yeah, need to see how the gap evolve Infinite 3 seconds already. It's only lap 3, mate. But we might have a bit of a battle there between Steve and Dino. So we'll stay on board and see what happens. Drumpy has jumped them. We're gonna have a quick look at the position gained. So yeah, the big winner is has to be Waze. 6 places gained, starting in P10. Same for Hype Saru, starting in P16. And yeah, the big loser obviously Mike, losing 16 places. First lap for Tech. Let's see if Infinite's able to answer back. I don't think so, no. So Tech, clearly then the faster driver. Then I don't think there's much years management to do. I mean, blessing it's already gonna be a bad idea, but it's not looking like the rain is decreasing, so I think people might wanna pit for Wet and Infinite. 3 second time penalty again, so 6 seconds after 4 laps. Quite embarrassing, really. You might get disqualified for getting too many pens at this rate. Hello, Daniel. Let's see, catching up to Simi, it looks like now. That's cool, and in the wet, it's really close commitment, but Dino. Look at that lovely little train we've got. Down in MCFC, closely following them as Mike makes a move onto Milan for P18, but he's obviously not going to win unless there's a safety car, and in that case that might happen, but yeah, as of now it's going to be complicated, really. It's Tomo fastest lap now. But not much happening. I mean, he's 2 seconds behind. He's 2 seconds behind Tech. So yeah, that would be just a bonus point. But I think the only thing he really needs now is catch Tech up. So he really needs to keep a consistent pace. And yeah, pretty much it, really. We see it move on that straight. First lap for Mike now. So Mike's clearly got the pace. So a big shame that he got spun around and got wing damage in turn 1. We see a move. I don't think so. No DRS obviously in those wet conditions. So making a move is even more complicated than normal. You've really got to blast all your ERS if you want to overtake someone. Nothing happening, which is a bit of a shame because usually we have good battles here in F12. But oh, and we've got a yellow flag, and that's Joffin spun round at turn 6 on exit. I mean, got spun around. He probably spun by himself, given I don't think there was any car close to him. But yeah, first lap for Tech again. And he's gained an entire second on that lap alone, I think. So he's clearly feeling good in those conditions. But you still need to keep an eye on track. If you want to win, you must finish first. So Dino having a look at Steve, but through that corner it's going to be very difficult to overtake anyone. 3 second time penalty for MCFC. Not much happening. Grumpy may be on ways, But no, it doesn't look like it. He's too far back. But Dion though, behind, you can see. Then he's got the inside of Dino. Oh, and he goes deep, and I think there was contact in between the racing point and the Alpha, but Dino's gonna fight back. He's on the overtake button, but he's gonna have to lift off of that corner. Yes, it goes a bit deep. Could give a shot to MCFC behind. No. Sabetti though on a high Pissarro, as we've got MCFC running right and one of those guys. So yeah, finally some action. And yeah, Grumpy, he really needs to take Waze because Waze is clearly holding him up. It's a 4.6 seconds gap ahead of that racing point. So yeah, Grumpy definitely being held up, and he's gonna go for a Grumpy down the inside into turn 1. No, he backs out, not feeling it, not feeling very confident. So yeah, good defense by Waze. Grumpy definitely looking faster right now than the racing opponents, so should be able to pull out a move fairly soon. And he's got the slipstream, but he's quite far back, so I don't think he's going to go for it. No, he's not. Sabetti on high Sarro. And Sabetti down the inside, he completely cuts the corner, and he's probably got a warning for this, but yeah, not able to make it through. He turned it very early. I don't know if that was a mistake. I mean, that probably was. But as Michael takes Luke now for P16. Quite difficult to make it through. Tech fast lap now. 43.7. Oh, it was a bit of contact there. I'm not quite sure. It looked like it. Grumpy. Will he go for the move this time? Will he dive down the inside? No, he stays behind again. Not feeling very confident on the brakes, and he's got a penalty now. It's 3 seconds. Took a bit too much curve on the inside, and that's 3 seconds added to a final race time. To the big straight. Will we see a move? Please, I want to see some overtaking. Dion, he's on the overtake button, but he's running down past 3 now. Oh, Steve! He's trying to launch it around the inside, and Dion now takes the outside line. There's a bit of contact between the two drivers. Oh, that's gonna end up terribly if they keep driving into each other. Oh my god! So we'll bang again. And Down's got the move on, so Stacey probably outbraking himself a bit and going wide as Dino loses 1 place to MCFC, but he's fighting it back, and he's got it back, I think. Or has he actually? I'm not quite sure. Looks like it, and I think MCFC made contact with Steve, who ended up wide and losing a place. So. See, we might have to look at that later on. Steve penalty. 3 seconds. And so Dino. Still 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths now behind Steve. But to see what happens. MCFC's got a penalty, so we need to see what happens, but to move shortly. If anyone gets a good exit. Oh, and Sabetti happens to Sabetti. He's very wide. Maybe has he been pushed off? I don't know. But Maciek gets a move done regardless. Don't know if he made contact or anything, but he's got the move done. He's got the move done quite clearly. Grumpy 3/10 behind Waze. Take fast lap again, so he's really hammering right now. It's really hammer time. Yeah, doing pretty well at the front, and we've got someone in the wall. What happened? Not quite sure what happened. Steve gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limit, so maybe there was contact as Maciek gets by Haxaurus. 3-second time penalty for Sabetti. And yeah, I'm a bit lost right now. There's not much going around, but it's already too much for me. Okay, so Dino and Steve in the pits. We'll see where they come out. So yeah, they're gonna come out behind Luke to P17 and 18, and no, Dion not quite able to go for the move. Don't think, unless he gets a very good exit, but I don't think he will. No, that's quite average, I would say. See, really revving the engine on exit. I mean, exit, not really on exit, but on the apex, even though there's no real apex. I mean, it's a double apex. So yeah, I'm a bit exhausted. So Grumpy dives on pit lane. Same for MCFC actually. Yeah, and so now there's a bit of a gap behind all those drivers. We'll see. So people pitting now. I guess they're still pitting for Inters. I'm gonna put the tires. So one stop. Yeah, they've pitted for new Inters. We'll see if the track dries up at some point. And yeah, Down clearly causing up on his teammate. So will there be some kind of team orders? I don't know. But Wish is gonna have a priority into the pits. So we'll see what happens. Does he dive down pit road? No. Neither of those two guys do. So maybe it will be dry towards the end, and that's why they were staying out. Yeah, the other guys, maybe they're thinking like, okay, maybe it's gonna be dry towards the next at the end of the race, in the next the last 2 laps, and Yeah, that's maybe what they're looking for, but... We'll see. MCFC might have a look at Grumpy soon. And Infinite, yeah, another pen. Where is Infinite? P3 right now, he hasn't pitted yet. 4 seconds behind Tomo. Owen. Breaking very late MCFC, almost running into the back of a Grumpy. First time penalty for Geofen. And we've got someone in the pits, it's Infinite. So, where is he gonna come out? So he's sort of already. Will he be ahead of those guys? I would say so. Grumpy coming here now. Oh my god! That was very close. And Infinite breaking too late now and losing even more time to those guys. So I think he's been jumped. Or maybe he had already been passed. But first lap for Dino now, so where's Dino? Oh yeah, but those guys, they haven't pitted yet, have they? Oh, they have? Never mind, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So we've got a move for P3 now, behind the two teammates. And it's Zan that comes out on top. So maybe he's gonna pit now, Dion, that's what I would say. But does he do it? But yeah, at the front there's nothing to look at really. Tech is 7.5 seconds clear of Tomo. And nobody goes on pit road again, so MCSC is pushing a time penalty. I think that's his second, as we've got Sabeti, Hypstar in the pits, and Maciek overtaking Waze. I'm really not focused today. I'm really sorry, but yeah, I'm just doing my. I'm honestly trying to do my best. It's not easy. It's not always easy. So, will we see a fight back from Waze? I don't think so. He hasn't got a very good exit. Down, Maciek is going to be a bit too far back, in my opinion, to go for a move on Dion, unless... No, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He stays behind. So, but yeah, Maciek, he's got really impressive pace, to be honest, right now. Starting from P18, that was? P18, I think it was. Or P20? Let's have a look. The game can tell me, but he stays out. So he started from P18, yeah, P18. He's already up to P4. I mean, it's That's not a P4, but that's still a P4 on track. Got people I've pitted already, but he's got a big gap behind him, so if he can overtake Dion and then pull away, I think he might jump some of the guys, but we will see. We will see. Grumpy versus lap now, thanks to those new tyres. And Matsiek's risking time penalty too much. Curve on apex, which you good at too in those conditions. And didn't really gain any time on down and that straight. Maybe down just using a lot of fury to defend himself, but yeah, right now not really getting anything from it. So yeah, if I was Matsiek, I would probably pit. I think. Not entirely sure once again, but that's probably what I would do. Unless everything is running up in 2 minutes, or if the rain is getting worse. But so none of those two guys go in the pits. So I'm not sure what we're waiting for really. Are we waiting for the rain to ease up, or are we waiting for the rain to... Oh, and Tomo's on the slicks! Tomo's on the slicks! Wow, that's interesting to say the least. Tomo on the slicks. Where is he gonna come out? He's gonna come out in front of Grumpy, but he's on slicks. He's gonna be extremely slow. And oh my god, yeah, you can clearly see he's got no traction. He is on, and Spot as well as on dries. Oh, and you can see he's got really no grip, and he's gonna be overtaken by Infinite, which doesn't leave him room, and he loses one more place to Might this time. 3-second time penalty for Steve, and yeah, so Tomo and Spot on mediums. The rain has stopped, but that's a lap too early. That's clearly a lap too early. You can see it, the tyres were not ready. But yeah, the track is clearing up so quickly. This game does not make any sense. We'll see, yeah, he clearly still needs to lift off into that corner. But we'll see. Tech into the pit, so that's why those guys stayed out. Tech is probably gonna go on mediums. Yeah, he does, so he's on mediums. Matsiek behind. Go on mediums as well. Doesn't really lose any time. Waze will have to double stack behind his teammate Grumpy. Will also pit. There's enabled, so there we go. I think it was a lap too early for Tomo, but he's gonna gain at least. And Barbarelli 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, so it's not been a very good inning for him. And VSC, what happened? I think AB was crashed. Is that right? So yeah, it looks like he crashed. I just can't tell where he did so. I can't see a blue dot. So you're not sure what's happening or where he crashed. And we've got, okay, somebody got a drive through and Infinite's got 3 more seconds. So we're back on the dries now, except for Sabetti, who had none of it. Same for Milam. They're still on Inters, same for Dino. So Dino gonna lose tons of positions by having to do an extra lap on those tires. Yellow flags, that's Hype Arrow in the wall, I would assume. Tomo's 3 seconds after we've got a move. From Grumpy on MCFC. MCFC around the outside. Grumpy has yelled. Yeah, he did lift off. Didn't want to take it too wide, but he still has a chance. He still has a chance. So Tomo in P4 now. Even though he put a lap too early in my opinion, he still made it work. So Dino's gonna pit. Grumpy, he's going to have the outside line through turn 1, which is never going to work. Right, the brake's actually too late. That's going to give a bit of breathing room to MCFC in front. And I've got my lap on soft, interesting. Very interesting. They're all on mediums. That's a lap for Steve, which is 39.2 if you can't read it. Grumpy will probably make a move now. And yeah, easy move for Grumpy. DRS enabled obviously, so a bit easier. Infinite around the outside of Mike, doesn't look to work, bit of contact again, a bit of contact again. And he's gonna need to use a lot of EOS if he wants to get by, but I think that's what he's doing right now. He's got the inside line, oh, this contact, and he almost lost it. Grumpy and MCFC is still fighting, and I think Grumpy is still in front. Yes, he is. So not too bad. And Infinite has crashed. I didn't see this. Infinite has crashed again. He's been dead again. And Mike goes in the pits. I'm not sure why. He's the only one to go into the pits. He's probably gonna opt for a new set of softs. But yeah, he's gonna lose tons of time from this. Like the softs, they're not a very good tire. They're not very good in the race. After 5 laps they drop off, so why would you want to go on those tires? So yeah, it's a bit of a strategic blunder from my point of view, but yeah, this is gonna be very quick in those few laps, next few laps. Probably gonna go from on Sabetti, and you know, Sabetti defense. Oh, that was close. This contact, and that's entirely Mike's fault. Yeah, not really sure what he was trying to achieve. Maybe he was having a bit like angry, I guess. But yeah, that wasn't the move to do, and Internet's out of the session. Couldn't be asked to look at this anymore. So, I believe there was some contact between Mike and Infinite, so maybe he had wing damage, so that's maybe why Mike pitted. Penalty for Dion. I think that's his first of the day. And it's really mad to think that 3 laps ago we were in the rain. And what happened to Grumpy? He's 6 seconds behind Waze now. Has he spun? And Mike spinning the pits will probably retire. There we go. Yeah, couldn't really. Yeah, that hasn't been his day really. So 7 laps to go when we cross the line, and MCFC gets by Grumpy. Or maybe there was actually always that kind of gap between Grumpy and Waze. Yeah, there was always that big gap. Yes, yellow flags in sector 1. That's for Mike. First lap for Tech on the mediums, 32 dead. Yeah, yellow flags in sector 1. This car has backed up. So Grumpy will probably go for a move now. We'll see. DRS open. And he's gonna have the inside line. Needs to brake later, but he does not. I don't really know what's the problem with Grumpy now. It's in the dry, so he should be confident enough to go for it, but yeah. Maybe he's got just too much drag, too much downforce, and that could be why, because he's really not gaining any time. Now he's in the overtake button, so it's obviously much easier. He's got the DRS, but does he manage to outbrake MCFC? Doesn't look like it. He's still fighting. He's 3-second time penalty for MCFC, and he's got him. But MCFC is fighting back, and you can see the overlap he's got already. Insane. MCFC is back in front of Grumpy. But yeah, can have a quick look at the front, but really nothing's happening. It's Tech leading by 14 seconds. Convincing win, to say the least, right, as of now. And then Matsiek behind. Who has overtaken Tomo? Did I miss it, or did he do it? But yeah, we're gonna go back on Grumpy's perspective, because that's one of the only interesting ones we've got right now. Actually, there's more fighting going on than I think. Malam and Dino fighting each other, and we've got Stee and Baba. But here's the Grumpy. It's a bit too far back, as you can see. He's using quite a lot of ERS, which doesn't really make any sense. If you're too far back to go for the move, just don't use any, otherwise it's just a waste. Yeah, MCFC has got his lights flashing, and harvesting ERS, or should I say saving ERS around that track, is very difficult, in the dry especially. So it's very close. Oh, there's a bit of left tap, and Grumpy gets on the curb. You can see what MCC is able to gain on that front straight. Yeah, he's still got his light flashing, so he's gonna be losing quite a lot of time in the straights now. 4 laps to go when we cross the line, and down makes a move on Milam before turn 1, and he's made it work. So Malam's on the softs, but as I've said earlier, the softs, they're not a good tyre, not in the race at least. They last 5 laps and then they just explode pretty much. So yeah, Grumpy fighting MCFC, good battling, a bit of contact again, but MCFC, you can see he's got no ERS, and defending is going to be hard, but he's not using any, and he's still getting past Grumpy. Grumpy's obviously fighting it, but yeah, Grumpy's got much more downforce, it looks like. Grumpy making the mistake, I think. MCFC is going to get a better exit. But yeah, Grumpy. He has to be running quite high in the on-full setup, given this massive lag of 3.9 speed. You can see that. Look at that closing speed from MCFC. It's ridiculous. Sabetti is first time pen, and he had less than 10% TRS MCFC. So that closing speed is clearly disgusting. And he's going to be defending now MCFC, but Grumpy not using the overtake button, so he's going to go for it, but no, he backs out and actually goes deep. And that's the theme, really. Grumpy going deep every time he's fighting MCFC. It's happening most of the time into turn 1, but yeah, he's really gaining through all corners, Grumpy, but yeah, if he loses time on the straights every time, then not gonna matter too much. Tank gets a penalty now, but he's got no one near him anyway. So the earth opens for Grumpy once again. They're very close once again. Light not flashing for MCFC. Side by side for turn 1, and yeah, Grumpy fighting around the outside. He's got kind of cut back, but they're racing into turn 3, and good racing there. Space is given, and I think that might be moved on, but I don't think that's a good thing. MCFC is going to have the DRS and should overtake him back. He saved a lot of DRS, which is quite surprising normally, because you actually normally can't. But yeah, Grumpy fighting it round the outside now. Yeah, they're giving themselves a good amount of room to play with, and MCFC getting a warning now. Side by side again. Very good racing, and I think Grumpy has made the mistake. Or has he actually? I'm not sure he's going to dive up the inside MCFC, but Grumpy leaves him space. And he's going to stay ahead into the next corner. So very good racing from Grumpy and MCFC. Very enjoyable to spectate and to see that. And MCFC is going to send it up the inside now. But Grumpy's going to fight back. Oh my god, that was great. But the average is open once again for MCFC, and look at that 3.9 speed, it's absolutely disgusting. And Grumpy's still ahead, but he brakes quite early once again, Grumpy. He's going to get a better exit out of turn 2. He's going to get the inside line for turn 3, but he's behind, he's not alongside. MCFC gives him room, even though there wasn't really need to be, but yeah, Grumpy, oh, this a bit less than 2 laps ago. And DRS open once again, overtake on, but yeah, not gaining anything. So we are now in the last lap, for tech at least. Yeah, Grumpy, I wonder how he's planning to overtake MCFC, given this lack of straight line speed. We can have a quick look at the penalties. I mean, MCFC has 12 and only 3 for Grumpy, so yeah, he's still gonna finish ahead unless he crashes down. But He's got the inside line now. Grumpy breaks quite early, but this time he's made it work this time. And yeah, he's ahead, but he will not have the GRS, obviously. He will not have it. So need to see what happens. He's got a good exit. He's got a good gap. He's got a good gap, 7/10. Need to see if MCFC is able to close that down. He's got no ERS. He's on 0% now. Both Grumpy and MCFC running out of ERS. But the leader coming through the final corner for the final time to his race, and it's Tech taking the win at the French GP with a fast lap. We're gonna come back onto Grumpy and MCFC because it's very close once again. MCFC diving up down the inside. Maciek will finish in P2. Tomo should take P3, and he does. We've got a lapped car, that's Geofen, and then the 2 racing points, and those 2 guys. But Dayon finishes in P4, P5 for Waze. 3-second time pen for Sabeti once again, and I think Grumpy is gonna stay ahead. Tremendous battling between those 2 drivers, respectful. So P6 for Grumpy, P7 for MCFC. Steve is going. Has he got no fuel left? Or what happened? I actually don't know what happened. Maybe he got some illegal overtake, but you're not sure what happened with CC, and yeah, race on apparently. So driver of the day, Maciek, and I have to agree rather, because from P18 to P2, that was a very nice run, really. So it's Tech taking the win then, 2nd win of the season, I think 2nd in a row, not quite sure. But yeah, Maciek, and he's got the fast lap as well, obviously. Maciek P2 from P18 on the grid, easily the driver of the day. Tomo completes the podium, and then Dayon, Waze, Grumpy, MCFC, Dino, Spot, Bubble Relay, that's the top 10, and then Milam, RP, Sabeti, Steve, Joe, Hypesaro, and then GDM Nevs. Infinite, Abimo, and it's Yaboy Alfie. I mean, yeah, Maya's DNF as well. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, but yeah, not the most entertaining race. I mean, it got really good towards the end when Grumpy and MCFC started battling. That was very good to watch. Very good to see some respectful and clean racing behind those 2 drivers. That was very nice, really. But yeah, the rest was a bit dead, especially the fight for the lead. I mean, there was no fight for the lead really, except after that first VSC. But yeah, Tech was clearly the faster driver. Maybe Maciek, was actually, but he started from so far back that it was very tricky. But yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. As I've said, not the much fun race to watch, but yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be better next week, which should be at Canada, if my brain wants to work correctly. Yeah, Canada. So it's gonna be Canada next week. I actually don't think it's gonna be a great race, but you never know what can happen in F12, as I've said many times. So yeah, tune in next Thursday at 7 p.m. BST for round 7 of that F12 season. And on that note, goodbye and stay safe, everyone. See you.